So I would like to introduce our first lunchtime speaker, Mr. Brett Davis with Davis Strategic Development. If you could give him a round of applause. Join me in welcoming Brett. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks, sir. Yes. Okay. Yep.
There you are.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Yes, perfect. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it, Zach. Thank you, Bill and the Chamber, for having us. Super excited every year to kind of get to hear all of the fun things that are going around the whole Eastern Shore and all the fun projects that we have going on. So I wanted to just kind of give everyone an update on what we're doing. Our organization is the Davis Strategic Development, and we also own a company called Simple Fiber. So I've been hearing a lot today about a couple of needs that are just keep repeating themselves, whether it's Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania. I keep hearing housing, industry, solar, and then fiber. And the fun part about our organization is we get to do a lot of different things. So I want to give you an update on some of the fun projects that we're going to start in 2025. The first one I was going to touch base with you guys about is our Delaware Business Parks expansion. So we are building 4 large-scale business parks in Delaware. The first one is under construction in Dover. We have another one that's under permitting in Seaford, and then we have 2 other that I'll show you in Delmarva and Frankfort. So all in all, we're looking at building just over 3 million square feet of new business space. And what we do, I call these business parks, think of them as industrial space, but at the same time, we can have some really versatile uses within there. One of the fun ones we're working on is a sports tourism project. It would be about 200,000 square feet. So the nice part about what we're trying to do is we're going to build business parks that allow for just a tremendously wide variety of uses, whether that's marijuana, heavy industry, shipping and logistics, or in our case, we put our own data centers on these sites. So I think one of the other things that we have decided to do that is making our projects a little unique, and not unique, but adding to the solutions that we've discussed today. On top of all of our industrial park projects, we will be placing solar, and it's hard to appreciate just how large these facilities are, but the way we're designing the buildings, they're going to be built into it. So on projects like our Seaford project, through some rough math, we believe we can achieve about 60% of the entire electrical need for the city on our roofs. So that's 0 space wasted. This is a free rooftop that we're already utilizing for the businesses below it. And then as part of what we do, we're also running fiber in every single one of these communities. So just imagine we're bringing industry, we're providing electrical capacity, and then we're also providing high-speed internet, and we're in-housing all of those items. Another one that I wanted to mention down in Princess Anne, giving a shout out to Danny Thompson, and we've got 2 projects in Princess Anne that are pretty exciting. We took a 90-unit apartment complex known as Hawks Plaza, and when we purchased it about 18 months ago, the property was 90% vacant, and it was ridiculous. We had an apartment building that was vacant where my water bill was $17,000. So you can imagine there were some issues. And so that is now, we are 100% leased as of today, and we have 60 more units that will go up under construction. And then we took a neighborhood that had been vacant for the past 30 years, and we've started construction. We have 3 units, three single-family houses. One's a duplex, and then some single families under construction. We hope to build out about 25 to 30 houses that will be built out throughout that neighborhood. And then simultaneously, we're doing a pretty large retail complex in Princess Anne. And pretty exciting update, our fiber company just finished a build out from one side of town to the other. So now every single resident of Princess Anne will be able to access high-speed internet with no installation charge. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I know it sounds like we're doing a lot of different things, but fundamentally, we are an infrastructure company, and from every single thing I keep hearing today, every single description of what the Eastern Shore needs is a different form of infrastructure, whether that's for business, solar, fiber, housing, all of these things are infrastructure, and that's what we really are focusing our time on right now, and we've really about to have quite a tremendous year. So the last one I wanted to bring to your attention that I don't know if people really appreciate right now is that the Eastern Shore right now has tremendous success level of getting fiber run throughout areas that the other parts of the state are pretty far behind. So I know in talks with Worcester County, by the end of the year, we'll have every single resident of Worcester County will have access to fiber. And then Somerset's shortly behind that, and Wacomico's a little bit behind that. But it's hard to comprehend just how much of a task that is. You figure running water and sewer throughout Wacomico County's billions and billions of dollars. So for us to have been able to achieve rural broadband success on this scale it's unparalleled. So to give you a kind of fun rollout that we're working on, we have a couple of new cities that we'll be rolling out into. Berlin, and then Snow Hill will be launched in the next first quarter 2025. And then we are also launching in the city of Crisfield. And I bring up Crisfield because we just recently worked with the state. We actually created a program together that's called the Home Stretch program, and it's for specifically affordable housing. And this is probably the thing I'm most proud of that Simple Fiber has been able to achieve. We worked a deal out with the state where we will supply high-speed internet to all of the affordable housing in Crisfield and all of the state-owned affordable housing in the entire city of Salisbury. It works out to over 500 units. All of those residents will have access to internet for $20 a month. Yeah, thank you. So keep in mind, the average customer right now is around $150 is what we're seeing with a lot of those people. So this is a fantastic program we created with the state. The state created. We were able to, we're the only private institution that's actually utilizing the program like this. And the goal is we have several nonprofit partners. So we're hoping to roll this program out across the entire Eastern Shore. And that's specifically targeted at affordable housing. So I will let you finish your lunches, but I want to say thank you. This is an awesome forum every year. I learn a ton. We're over there just scribbling down notes constantly. And the thing that I want the community to really know about Davis Strategic and Simple Fiber is that we are a solutions company. You bring us problems, we find solutions, and we are working across the entire Eastern Shore. So our team is sitting over here, and my partner for the industrial parks, Travis Martin, is here, and we are extremely excited to get feedback. And the city of Salisbury, we're constantly hearing, hey, here's a problem, and then we try and go build stuff to that. Today, actually, thank you. We just got a permit. We were building a new wine bar in downtown Salisbury, so we got our permit today. Yeah. I got an email while we were multitasking today. I pulled it up and I was like, all right, we can get started. So I say that because we want to hear from the community, and we love hearing from institutions, whether that's our partnerships with Wallops, and we do a ton of housing with Wallops. We want to find out what you need, and then we want to build that. Rather than me start by saying, these are the things I want to build in life. My opinion is not that important. So I love hearing the feedback, and please feel free to come grab our team. We have a table out there, and we really want to know what towns need, what cities need, what states need. And I know it sounds silly, but we're going to build it and solve those problems. So thank you.
And Brett, before you get too far away, you shine light on something that's critical that we've been talking about all day. We ask a lot of our policymakers, of our regulators, of our legislators, but the truth is, as a business community, we have to be willing to participate as well. So we gave Brett and his team a few rounds of applause, but let's give them one more. There was a lot of projects in there that are going to improve the quality of life for residents all across Delmarva. And he just left, but I think he said 60% of the power needed in Dover would be generated by that facility. Am I off on those numbers, or is that correct? I'm getting a yes. That's very impressive, and that's the opportunity that public and private partnerships can present when handled effectively. So great job, Brett. And on the theme of solar, I'd like to invite our next lunchtime speaker. They're going to be from Nautilus Solar, and we've got Eric Lamora. He's actually the executive director of their community solar program. So join me in welcoming Eric.
Yeah, that was perfect. I love when things work out perfectly like that, so we'll see if we can get this. I'm not quite as tall as everybody else here, so great. Thank you all for having me. You know what's fantastic is, this is really our first year being involved down here in Salisbury, and I go to so many of these different chambers of commerce events and economic forecasts, and this has been fantastic. Like, this is actually real usable information, data. So kudos to everyone here for putting on a fantastic event, and we're thrilled to be a part of it. So I'm Eric Lamora. I'm Executive Director of Community Solar for Nautilus Solar Energy. Nautilus Solar has been in business since 2006, and we have deep roots in Maryland. One of our co-founders grew up in Maryland, actually graduated from the Naval Academy, and served on nuclear submarines, hence the name Nautilus. So now you know where that comes from. So we have deep roots here in Maryland, and we're thrilled to have over 54 megawatts of community solar operational in Maryland. We have about another 20 under development here in Maryland, primarily in the Delmarva area, and then also another 30 megawatts in Delaware. So we're continuing to grow, and we're very excited about it. One of the great things about community solar is Nautilus, we truly believe that this is the future of solar energy because it allows everybody access to the benefits of solar energy. So for instance, if you're a household, I was just talking to a gentleman today that says his house is surrounded by trees, so he can't put solar panels on his house. Well, that means that he can sign up with one of our projects and get a discount on his electric charges, 10% in this case, and then also help in the energy transition here in Maryland, right? It's helping to move to renewable sources. We have over 5,000 subscribers in Maryland. That includes households and small businesses. Of those 5,000, 1,000 are low-income households that get a 25% discount on their electricity. So that allows them to better their lives, right? Have more money in their pockets, because typically those households are more affected by rising electric costs than anybody else in the economy. So we're thrilled to be able to support growth in solar and provide savings to households and help Maryland's goals, right? Maryland has set some really ambitious renewable energy goals, 50% by 2030, up to 100% by 2040. Since 2010, solar has increased 10 times. The amount of installed capacity has increased 10 times in Maryland. Maryland is actually truly leading the way nationally in the renewable energy transition. And again, I think there's many different ways that they've been able to accomplish that. Again, community solar I think is a big part of it. We are about 400 megawatts of pipeline in that total installed capacity. And again, the benefit from community solar is getting passed on to households, to families, to small businesses. Again, hoping to drive economic growth. So in addition to the savings that's passed on to the households, we're also building jobs, right? So solar energy accounts for almost 5,000 new jobs in Maryland, and expecting that to grow to 20,000 probably in the next 5 years. So that's really, really impressive. So we want to continue to see that growth. I think, Maryland's commitment to solar energy, is a testament to the state's leadership in the renewable economy, right? Really embracing solar energy and community solar, is not only all about reducing carbon footprint and energy transition, it's about helping the community, right? It's helping people save money, it's driving job growth, it's driving economics, so it's a win-win all the way around. We're really excited to be a part of it and driving, a brighter and more sustainable future for all Marylanders. So thank you very much for letting us be a part of this, and enjoy the rest of your lunch.
So I think as we all begin to develop a deeper understanding for our respective states' energy priorities and energy goals, what Eric shared is a really compelling way that we can all do our part, right? So maybe not everybody is in a position to install solar on their rooftop or in their backyard, but by supporting these community solar programs, by signing up to participate in the program, not only do you reap the benefits of savings, right, but you also help our state move forward in trying to reach some of these goals that have been set. So thank you, Eric. And I'm gonna welcome up one more Eric with In Focus Financial. And the first thing I'd like to say, he's going to present on the Eastern Shore Leadership Institute. This is an incredible initiative that was born out of need in the business community. So Eric has put a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of energy into this behind the scenes along with other volunteers. And it's because the business community asked for it, not because Eric needed to do it. So let's give him a round of applause and thank him for being with us today.
Thank you, man. Thank you for that, Zach. It's been a lot of work, and it's a lot of credit to the great committee that we have. I am the chair of the Eastern Shore Leadership Institute Committee. We're a subcommittee of the Chamber of Commerce. We do leadership training for small businesses, essentially. We have a great partnership with Warwick Community College, with Christina and Deb Casey. Thank you for all your support. SU with John Hickman, the Community Foundation with, there's Jess Meehan. Just a great committee, and what we do is leadership training. Everyone is a leader. And if you think you're not a leader, well, you actually are. You're either bringing things, slowing things down, or just keeping things the same, but you're trying to progress. Leadership skills make the best companies. So we're developing, this came out of, as Zach mentioned, the need for it. So if you have 70%, I think Bill Chambers said, of our 750 members have less than 10 employees, the chances of a 10-employee company to have a leadership development program, who would guess the percentage chance of them having a leadership development program? It's about this much. So we started bringing in speakers, and I'm talking top speakers, fractional HR consultants that serve Fortune 100 companies, like Ed Radwinski talking on psychological safety, Richard Dean from the Purdue Farms that teaches their executives how to gain and give feedback to their employees. There are better ways to do things, people, and exposing your teams to these leadership training skills change their mindset. It rewires them on how to think about moving their business forward, on interacting with people, conflict resolution from the Bosserman Center that was taught, just a ton of great topics. So what I'm up here to first tell you a little bit about what we do. I'd be remiss, too, if I didn't mention thank you to First Shore Federal, one of our very first sponsors in the back. D3 Marketing Group is doing our website for free. Thank you for that. That makes all this stuff happen. Why would you do this? Leaders are great communicators. Wouldn't it be good to be great at communication? Have better interpersonal skills so they get to know each other better. They have tighter teams. They have passion. Leaders they have ambition. You want to come to this group just to be around these people. These people also want to be growing and be ambitious. They're accountable. Leaders know that, hey, you can't just do things and hope it works. We say a lot at work, I hope this stuff works. It's your marketing plan or whatever it might be. But leaders figure out the way, they show others the way, and they take you there. So add that to your company. Leadership is also caring. If you do a leadership program for your people, for your team, that is very caring of them. You're developing their skills. That's saying to them without hesitation, I want you to be promoted. I want you to grow. I'm going to give you the skills to be able to do that. So that's why you would send people to this program. I have 3 people in it. Thank you for the ones that I just got 4 signups this morning. So by the way, there's only 30 slots. And I keep saying that. We're filling. The last one was oversubscribed, so I would sign up soon. The next program is January 30th. Does everyone see their flyer? These QR codes, thank you for noticing. I forgot to say to put them up there. These QR codes will take you to the registration. There's flyers on your tables. We are going to have the Effective Leadership in Action series. It's 3 sessions of 2 classes, so it's 6 times at lunch, so you're not missing a huge bulk of your workday or something. but you're coming out and you're getting these new skills. And you can take them back, and I can tell you, situational leadership, aligning the level of support and enthusiasm that somebody needs on a task with the supervision, matching those two up, will better align your team. That was taught by Kevin Hughes, a local HR consultant. The Effective Leadership in Action series, I'm proud to say we've already had 85 people through it over the last year. We've had 70 young professionals go through the Young Professionals program, so there's another link on our website for young professionals. If you want to get involved in that, that's also great. I'm also very proud to say we have a new offering. It's I have 30 seconds. I just set my alarm because I can talk all day, if you haven't noticed. Our Next Level Leaders program is for succession planning. Somebody might be a great architect, but they might not be a great leader. They might be a great engineer, but they might not be a great leader. They might be a great electrician, but they might not be a great leader. So to have them lead a crew, or to lead another group, or lead a project, you want them to have these skills. The Next Level Leaders sessions will be lunch sessions. It's the third or fourth Friday of each month, 5 months in a row. Our own Sonia Whited from Purdue Innovation Labs, Chris Eccleston from DVB, Jamie Hayes from Junior Achievement, a lot of background in marketing. These are going to be things that you want your next level to learn so that you can promote them. Guys, I'm so proud to have gotten this done. It's been 18 months. We're really but think of this, just exposing your team to these leadership traits rewires the thinking. It resets the expectation for what you want to accomplish. Great leadership retains employees. I think the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce being able to provide this is amazing. Be sure to check out our website, and together we can lead the shore. Thank you.